In this video, I will share with you my one biggest mistake that I was doing when I was dating and I was looking for a committed, loving relationship and partner. So I used to be on these dating apps. I used to have Tinder, Bumble, I used to have several of them, and it's like people say, is one better or the other? Which one is best? And to be honest, I just find that it's the same people that hang around in all of these platforms, so it doesn't make a difference. And the truth is that the number one biggest mistake that I was doing is I didn't have full clarity of what I was looking for. I wasn't crystal clear of what my end goal was. Well, of course, it was to find a relationship with a committed partner, but I didn't have full clarity of the small details. Details such as how would I like for this person to treat me? How would I like for this person to show up? How would I like for this person to show that he's interested in me? What are the personality traits of this person? How would I like for the relationship to make me feel? So all of these details, I had no clue. I hadn't figured those out. And if you don't know that, you will just be doing the same that I was, which is relying on a feeling. So I was swiping swiping on Tinder. You don't swipe on all platforms, but when I was matching with someone, you look at the picture and you see like, is there any attraction? You have a conversation and you see like, do we share the same interest, values, maybe hobbies? And then you decide to go on a date and meet. So this is my second mistake that I was doing, but it comes down from the first mistake because I didn't have full clarity. It led me to rely on feeling when I was meeting this person. So when I was meeting this person, I was relying on the feeling that was created in the moment. And this is so wrong. You might think, what's wrong with that? Because we need to feel chemistry with the person. Yes, that is true. But if you don't have the goals of the person and relationship you're looking to create, you will be distracted by other persons that doesn't fit within the goal and the relationship you are trying to create. So I was relying on feeling. And what's tragic about relying on a feeling, and what's a big no-no about relying on a feeling, is that this feeling that we are relying on is something that we replicate from our childhood. So if we didn't have ideal role parents, if we didn't have the ideal childhood, our parents hurt us in some way, and this doesn't have to be a traumatic experience that you remember, but for some reason when you were a kid you didn't feel loved, you will replicate those feelings those feelings will be the feelings you search for when you're looking for a partner, because we're trying to make amends. Our subconscious mind, it's important to note, our subconscious mind is trying to make amends for our childhood and is therefore choosing the same type of person as our caretakers created for us when we were kids. So our subconscious mind is always trying to find what's familiar for us, because it means that we are safe if we create the familiar feelings and the feelings that we already know about. It means that we're safe and we are alive. So our subconscious mind have done a great job from that perspective. It kept us alive and is creating the same situation again. So that meant I was looking for a feeling. I just said, I know when I meet the person, I know. And every time when I had this feeling, it was either a toxic person or it was someone emotionally unavailable. I started to see this pattern, which actually instead made me change how I dated. And I started to run away from people that created this feeling, because I started to realize that when I have this instant chemistry and connection, something is off. This is not right. And I learned in my codependency coaching training and all the books I read and all the coaching I've done, I learned also that this is the case when there is too much chemistry. I don't know if you can say too much chemistry, but I mean, if you feel chemistry, like insane chemistry with someone that you have never met before, and you do have a toxic attraction pattern, or a pattern of attracting emotionally unavailable partners, then you should see this as a warning sign. And the third thing that I was doing that was causing problems in my dating experience, so to say, was that I didn't have any other intention than just trying to search for this feeling. This was my only goal. I was just on the hunt to find a person that created this feeling within me, like who can create this feeling, who can create this feeling. This was like a constant search for me, just looking for someone who could replicate this feeling. It's basically attraction, so it's chemistry. But when I had that connection with someone, I didn't know what to do. What did I want? I didn't know. I just kind of let them lead, and I wanted them to show interest. I wanted to feel wanted. I wanted to feel loved. So I just kind of was giving all the responsibility, and I was giving them all the responsibility to drive the relationship, and hoping that they would like to be in a relationship with me. So I was really not taking an active part in my role of creating a healthy relationship. I was just leaving it up to what do you call it? I was just leaving it up to destiny. And also I was stuck. I was allowing myself to get stuck with shiny objects because I didn't have any clarity of what I was looking for. So this is the fourth thing. I know I said it was going to be one thing, and now we're down to four. But all of these is just, a waterfall of reasons for not having the one thing clear, because if you have full clarity of what you're looking for, you will not do all of these things and mistakes if you know what you're looking for. So this is just a waterfall because of the first one biggest mistake. So my fourth mistake was that I allowed myself to engage with shiny objects. So what is a shiny object? It means that I allowed myself to be sidetracked by persons that wouldn't make a good relationship fit. Of course, I knew this in my heart. They were not showing me attention. They were just, reaching out to me whenever they wanted, when they felt they had time over. They were just, and there were also some breadcrumbing, because everyone just wants to see that they have their opportunities left if they want to change their mind, because people are dating several persons. So this, if you allow yourself to be distracted by shiny objects, you will mentally close yourself out from other opportunities. If you have total clarity of what you want and who you're looking for, you will not allow yourself to be sidetracked by shiny objects, because they are not a vibrational match of what you're trying to create, of the relationship you're trying to create. So you won't allow them into your life. Because what happens when you allow for shiny objects to take place in your life, you will get emotionally connected, because you do have a physical connection, you do have chemistry. You will allow yourself to be emotionally involved, and you will be in a limbo situation for how long? I don't know. I was in limbo situations back and forth for months, and that is not a situation that you want to be in, because it's easy to have feelings for these persons, but they are emotionally unavailable, and we might start to tell ourselves that maybe this person will change their mind. And I mean, all of this has nothing to do with them. Everything has to do with you only, because if you're constantly allowing emotionally unavailable persons to enter your life, to enter your world, this will be your world. It's not true that there are no good men or women out there. It's not true that there are only emotionally unavailable men or women out. That's not true. But if these are the only persons that you see because of your relationship patterns, this will become your world. This will be what is presented for you until you do the inner work and you start changing. You start to change what you believe, who you engage with, who you actually let into your life. So when you start to do the inner work, things will come clear to you, and you will transform your mindset, you will change the persons you attract into your life, and you will feel that you are in charge, that you have the possibility to attract a healthy, loving relationship, as opposed to when you're stuck in the toxic relationship cycle, when you just give up all your personal power to someone else to create a healthy, loving relationship. So the good news is that since it's all on you, you can change that, because you can't change other persons. That's just impossible. You can only change yourself. And I'm happy to tell you that your current situation doesn't have to stay like this. You can break the toxic attraction cycle. And I'm here to help you with that. You can just find my link here below to the Healthy Relationship Accelerator program. It is just a $7 per month membership, but it's not for everyone. You have to be committed, because I promise you, you won't do any meditation in my program. There's not going to be any meditation in my program. It's going to be hard work. You're going to have exercises to do. You're going to have workbook. You're going to have to transform your mindset, which requires you to put in the effort. So it's just for those of you that are really tired of your situation, and you feel like you can truly make a change and you're ready to take that step forward. So if that is you, I would love to have you in the Healthy Relationship Accelerator program. Please join me, click the link below, and I will see you soon. Bye.